This looks like a Socar-Toa question, so I'm going to cut my trapezium shape here into a rectangle and a right-angled triangle, because then I can use Soc and Car and Toa. Okay, so there's my line to make a nice rectangle. This must be 16.7 high, and that must be 21.2 wide. I need to find this little dotted side and this hypotenuse length, don't I? So let's label the diagram. This side is next to the angle. That's called the adjacent side. It's not opposite the angle. And this one, of course, is called the hypotenuse, opposite the right angle. And we want 3 sig figs, yeah. So let's start writing down what we've got. Let's start from C and go round. So in the perimeter, we've got 21.2 centimetres. Then we've got 16.7 centimetres. Another 21.2. Then we've got this adjacent side. Now, I want the adjacent, and I've got the opposite to the angle. So an O and an A, which is a TOA, isn't it? So tan 43 is equal to the opposite side, which is 16.7, divided by the adjacent. And of course I can multiply both sides by the adjacent and divide both sides by tan 43. That means the adjacent is equal to 16.7 divided by tan 43. So that's going to be that little adjacent side next to the D. Now I need one more side, and that's the hypotenuse. And the hypotenuse is obviously the H side, and I've got the 16.7, which is the opposite side. So sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So sine is equal to 16.7 over the height. And I can do exactly the same as I did last time. The height is going to be equal to 16.7 divided by sine 43. And I'm going to keep that there. I'm not going to work out an approximation now. I'm going to add these all up as fractions, and then I'm going to find 3 sig figs at the very end, so I'm not rounding up too early. Okay, so if I get my calculator out now, I can add up all these numbers. Oh yeah, it'll help if I turn it on, won't it? There we go. Right, so here we go. 21.2 plus 16.7 plus 21.2 plus 16.7 divided by tan 43 plus 16.7 divided by sine 43. You can see I'm using these brackets and the arrows key on my calculator. Okay, you can do the same. Okay, and press equals. Of course, that's the final number. That's what I'm going to round up to, 3 sig figs. So the first 3 figures are 101, and the next one after it is a 4, so it's not going to round up. So I think the answer is 101 centimetres, and that's what I need to write for the examiner. There we go. And you see, if we've been rounding up as we go along, we'll probably get the wrong answer now. We'll probably get 102, so we have to be very careful. And yeah, you could use Pythagoras, but I think if you just use Socar-Toa, it's going to be easier and quicker. Okay, let's have a little look at the mark scheme. Looking for 101. And we've got 101. Oh look, they would have accepted 102, so that's interesting. Anyway, the answer is 101.